I'm just trying to kick it with the real girl that's still classic, classic, classic. You hitting my line with all these lies. I'm the only man that makes love to your mind. You do you, and I'll do me. Now you're gone, and I'm so free.
It's gotta be, I don't know how many years. How many years? 6 years?
Something like that. Something like that.
So in those 6 years, man, you've been busy. You've been back and forth, up north, back down here, and in the meantime you drop an album. Nobody knows about this. You literally release it in 24 hours, and we're like, what just happened? So, man, I'm excited to do this interview. I want to know more about where this all came from, but at the same time it's funny because, again, we haven't hooked up in almost 6 years, and I really don't even know where you started.
Yeah,
so let's go back to the roots.
So,
like, how'd you even start rapping?
Alright, it goes back, and what's up to all my people, all of Cali, Arkansas, everywhere, all over the world. This is my first interview, and I wanted to give it to someone special. My first interview, and there's a lot of things that people probably had questions about, and so it's my first time. It's like I feel like I'm with Barbara Walters, right? You know what I'm saying? Or Oprah, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the first Filipino Oprah, and Barbara Walters, putting one.
So yeah, we just quick interview. That's your question. What's the question again?
How'd you start rapping?
How did I start rapping?
Yeah.
It goes back to when I was, I don't know, 11, 12 years old. I used to get my mama's pots and pans. I grew up in Arkansas, Malvern, Arkansas, and we didn't have shit. You just didn't have nothing, you know. Just nothing to do, you know. It's country, so I used to get my mama's pots and pans, take them in the backyard, beat on the pot to make my beats, just to occupy time in the summertime. And I got to the point where I knew a fork against a skillet was a hi-hat. I knew a wooden spoon against a bigger, like a bean pot that was like more of a snare.
Yeah.
So to the point, I knew what utensils made what noises, and then I would rap in the backyard, and then I got a karaoke machine. I think my 13th birthday.
Not a Fisher Price.
It was like a kiddie karaoke machine, like little thing, and then my mom bought me a little keyboard, like a little toy keyboard, literally like a little baby. Started making beats on that, and then plugged it into the karaoke machine, and started recording it. And the karaoke machine had a microphone, so I would rap into the microphone while I was making the beat.
That's insane.
And still going ding, 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 blah, 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 blah. Literally recording it full time on audio tapes and taking those tapes up the Safeway and selling them on the corner. So I pretty much did a different tape every day.
That's nuts.
From the karaoke machine and the kiddie keyboard.
So I'm gonna get off a tangent for a second. Is music run in your family? Like your mom?
Oh yeah, my mom, she's well known in the city I'm from, which is Malvern, Arkansas. She's very well known. She plays in the churches, sings at, a church, and so that's where I got my talent from, my mom. But the irony is I can't sing, but I still have a musical talent of some sort. But I can't sing, I can't hold a tune in the bucket.
Yeah.
And also can't read music, but I can play music. My mom can play music, sing, can't read either. So it's a trip. I got that from her. My hustle side came from my father. He, it is what it is, out there in the streets.
Yeah.
So I got that side from him, and on the music side from my mom, and that's just who I am. So that's it. But yeah, I went from there, and then I met Bobby Buck. He was a part of the first rap group in Malvern, Arkansas called the Rapping Nerds. I met Buck. I was like, yo, I'm trying to get into the rap game, and he's like, call this dude named Eric Simpson. He knows to hook up to a studio. And I'm like, hell no, man. And hooked up Eric Simpson, R.I.P. And then he introduced me to William Stack. Here's my first studio, cut my first single. It was about one of my friends that got killed in high school. His name was Terry Mendenhall, R.I.P. Made a song called Let It Go. I was so torn by him getting shot and killed. Made a song called Let It Go. That ended up hitting the radio on Power 92 in Malvern. What's up, Power 92? What's up? That's our main station. Make sure this thing's recording. For some reason I feel like this. Oh, this recording. Y'all, I had to check the camera. So I didn't see the red. I'm like, I don't want to repeat this again. Anyway, the song hit the radio, Power 82. That's when my career really started going on. A lot of people in the state started knowing me in Arkansas, and then from there, gosh, my story is, it's gonna be in my book. It's called The Space Between 0 and 1. Too much to talk about, but that's how I started, and had hit the radio, and then I met this guy, happened to be passing through Melvin from Atlanta, Georgia. He was working with Social Del, Jermaine Dupree. And this particular person was happening to be in Walmart in my city. I ran into him in Walmart, and I was like, I heard him talking to his son. His son was like, "Dad, can I get the CD?" And his dad was like, "No, don't worry about it. I should get it from his manager." And I'm like, "Who is this to get this artist? He's in Walmart. These are." So I got to change numbers. You know, you got to see where I went from there. Came to Cali to meet him and brought me here, and then here we are, 2 record deals later, and
nice.
Here we are. So yeah, that's how I started rapping. So y'all buy the book. It's called The Space Between 0 and 1. It's dropping next year. All the stuff that happened in between will be in the book. This is just, I've been holding her up hostage for like 3 hours.
That's so good.
Anyway, what's up though? So yeah, that's it. You just kind of, it's not a fluke. It's more like right place, right time.
Yeah.
You know?
And for
you can meet that guy, and here I am, California, retired out here. Like, if I wasn't in Walmart that day, where would I be?
Right.
It's crazy when you think about it. But that's how I started rapping on pots and pans.
And here you are.
Man.
In Cali. Use switch camera.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That was like, this damn fly's making me crazy.
I know. You come all the way to California. So what? I mean, what brought you to California, really?
I felt like it wasn't a market for what I wanted to be. I wanted to be an artist. I always thought about being an artist and also being an actor. Where do you go from here? So I always wanted to leave. Not because I didn't love my state. It's just like I wanted to be successful at music, and I didn't see the industry there, so I came out here. That was, so when I got an opportunity, I left. The complicated part was my kids. I got 2 kids in Arkansas, and my plan was I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out to Cali. The best decision to be the best father I can be is go to Cali where I can make something of myself and make them a better life. The worst part of this story is this right here, is that when I came here, things didn't work out with me and the mother. So, what do you do? Because when I did get successful here, if I went back to Arkansas just for my kids, would that be the ethical thing to do? If I could be a better father from out here, and I was like, maybe they could really move out here one day. I really thought about that. Like, I envisioned my kids being out here. Me and her relationship just went horrible to the point where my kids don't really remember how good of a father I was, because they were very young when I left.
Yeah.
So, of course, only being around her side of the family, no one's gonna ever hear my side of the story.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter. They believe this and that and this and that and the other. So coming to California did hurt the relationship with my kids. I just didn't know what to do. And if my kids see this interview, I love both of y'all. Hey, it's all good, you know. If y'all ever want to holler at me, holler at me. It ain't hard to find. But yeah, so that was real stressful dealing with being away from my kids, and forced to move back. I thought about moving back to Arkansas, and then I was like, where am I moving back to? I mean, it's not a lot of high-paying jobs there. It's not. What do you do? I was just stuck in a relationship with my kids. Outside of that, I would do everything exactly the same. You know, so you just can't win them all. But that's why I came, just for I wanted to make it.
All right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Next angle.
All right, cool. You rolling? Ready? You ready?
That's funny, like, this comes on in the background, and, you know, when growing up, I was a huge fan of Jodeci. And then, fast forward to right now, you know, I see you online, and you're like, oh look, I got a song with DeVante. I'm like, what is this cat doing? So, that leads me to my next question. It's we all know now that you work with Jodeci, and many people, like me, want to know how the hell did that happen?
Well, gotta make sure y'all not gonna believe this. This most definitely be cut off. So let me make sure. All right. Can y'all see me? You see me? Do you see me? All right. How did I meet Jodeci? I'm gonna start with Jodeci.
Yeah.
Just a part of the video. Watch everybody on YouTube there, like that part right there. Wow. I'm trying to condense it where it's not too long. I knew this lady that was in real estate that me and DeVante both did business with, right? And I met DeVante through her. We just both happened to be doing real estate business with the same woman, and she introduced me to D. I'm passing over a lot of stuff that'll be in the book. It's dropping next year, the space between 0 and 1. But we met this mutual friend, real estate lady, and I actually didn't even know who he was, because she called him by his government name. And I only know him by the stage name, right? So I actually told her I didn't even want to meet him at first. So I thought he was just some random guy.
Yeah.
Donald. I'm like, I don't know anybody in Donald. Went over there, I looked, I'm like, I said, damn, he look like dude from Jodeci. And I just didn't think nothing about it. And then later on, it turned out it was cool. And the situation where we was at, a house was being sold, and she said, DeVante might be cool if you staying with him for a while. So I hit him up, asked him, he was like, it's cool. So I ended up staying with him like a year and a half or something. And then we became friends, and then we just, one day at 7 o'clock in the morning, just did a song called Make Love to Your Mind. Just for the hell of it.
Just for that, you just wake up, hey, let's
yeah, did a song, like the top producer of all time. Hey, let's go make a song. And that kind of started from there. It was like, I don't know what the fuck. Serious, it's like, we did Plastic, and then, then D got me a deal. I was just like, how can somebody come to California homeless, end up not only working with, but living with the top producer of all time?
Yeah.
In my culture.
Sure.
Dr. Dre is a close second.
Right.
And not only work with him, then you stay with him, you become friends, and you just make a song. And you came out here on faith.
It's the way it works, though. And you continue on your grind and look where you are now. But yeah, that's the question that everyone has been trying to figure out. Like, how do you go from there to where you are now?
It's just the man up there, So it's really not a big story behind it. It's just like two people that just met, and it was like cool, and started making music. It wasn't no politics behind it. It wasn't about who you know, about if I knew this person or that person. It was just like two people that met. It was just like rocking and vibing. Like, he told me, he said, you a cool ass dude. And he just worked with me, and I told him my story. I got here. I think DeVante really liked my story.
Sure.
Plus his story is the same. He just got in his car one day, went to New York, ended up signing with P. Diddy, Uptown.
Yep.
Same story. I got in my car, I just left, and he got in his car, I just left. From North Carolina to New York, from Arkansas to Cali. And then we ended up meeting with the same story. So from day one, it was just like, when I told him my story, he was like, yo, he could tell I was good people. So that's how I met him, and then we did Plastic. Plastic is just all over the place. You got some people that love it, some people hate it. I don't even know anymore. I go down in history, like, it's not that many artists that's worked with DeVante. He did Michael Jackson's album. He's worked with everybody. Missy, Flo Rida, Timbaland. He put all these cats on. Yeah. Usher. And I get a chance to work with that same producer, with those caliber of artists, coming from where I come from.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's...
Is it luck? Is it fate? Or is it destiny? Or what is it? Whatever you call it, this is reality.
Yeah.
So any artists don't ever give up. I'm not making none of this up. I'm sitting here, literally just came out here with just on faith, So having an interview in Los Angeles, you know?
Yeah.
So, never seen a man cry until you seen a man die. Gotta go right there, close down. I'm ready, you ready?
Alright.
Until I seen a man die.
It's a good song too. Good song, good song. So okay, we talked about where you came from, how you got here. So what's in store for you now? What's in the future for you?
I'm retired. And when I say retired, some people said that that's kind of a negative connotation to that word, right?
Yeah.
When I say retired, it means like enjoying life. I don't mean like, oh my God, I'm done and all the crap. You know, I mean,
Right.
Just I did good in life, and I'm right now just want to celebrate my life. And yes, I'm only 43, but actually I'm 42.
You're young.
But I have an 80-year-old soul. I've been through so much stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like 80 for real. For real. But I'm only 42. So that's it. I'm just gonna dip and dive in projects, do features with other artists. I'm into videography now, music videos, commercials. I want to shoot a movie. I want to get into directing, writing scripts. Music is going to be secondary to me now.
Yeah.
You know, all my life, music has been the #1 thing in my life. But now music is like, I had a good run. And 2 major recording deals. And RBC Records, hey, ain't no problems. That's what's up. Thank y'all for the shot. Whatever happened, happened. So, one love. Ron Shafton, what's up? What's up, Benny? Hey, salute. It's all good. But you know, RBC, that was devastating. And that's the same label that E40's with, Tech 9. I mean, I was on the same label as them, and then some crazy stuff happened, and it's like you sign a deal, and then all of a sudden, then you're not on a label like almost overnight, you know.
Yeah.
So this American album came out independently. Even though I was on the label. Very strange story. But, thank you, DeVante, for getting me that deal too. Thank you to everybody. All the fans that rock with some stuff. But, anyway, I'm just chilling. Anywhere to find, I'll be doing video shoots and all that stuff. Anybody want to tap in, features, anything like that, y'all just let me know. You know, it's good. I'm still in the industry, but I don't have any like goals. Like I'm not trying to make another album or nothing like that. So I might just do songs here and there, but
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna ever be like. I'm not trying to hit Billboard anymore. I'm just whatever happens, happens.
Sure.
And just enjoying like music is like a craft to me now. It's a hobby. Same thing.
You got your book coming out.
Yep, I'm working on the book, so it's kind of like my curtain call, but I'm still around though.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, good, because I mean, you got fans who are just.
So all my people that rock with me, that don't be hating on me. Appreciate y'all.
Saying that you real, but you plastic. I'm just trying to kick it with the real girl that's still classic. You hitting my line with all these lies. I'm the only man that makes love to you mine. You do you, and I'll do me. Now you're gone, and I'm so free. Living life, and I'll live mine. You lost out, I'm just fine. And girl, just fine. See, I be at the beach. And girl, just fine. Way out of your reach. And girl, I'm just fine. See, I be at the beach. And girl, I'm just fine. Way out of your reach. And girl, I'm just fine. See, I be at the beach. All day, all night, I'm just fine. Every day, way out of your reach. And girl, I'm just fine.
Don't talk, just listen, girl. It's a lot of things on my mind. We broke up and you downgraded. Now you with someone that don't compare. Time to let me go. Time to let my mind be free. I bet you still thinking about me, but I ain't thinking about you though. I be just fine, rolling solo. Tell me, did you really think that I would sit around and be so sad that I would never love again? I'm cool. I got new ends and a new Benz. Now I ain't gotta argue when I'm with my friends. I be on the beach while you with that other one. I heard he got 5 kids and you ain't got none. Since we broke up, I see you switched up, boo. Trying to look and dress better like you all brand new. You so fake, so plastic. I was being real, you was out there in traffic. I be at the beach, while you be in the streets. And now I'm just tell me why you gotta be so plastic, I was real. Now you're feeling like Jodeci, hot blingin' the kid. Back then you didn't want me, now all these thoughts want me. Had a good dude, but you gambled and lost me.
See, I be at the
I better make a meal with the DeVante.
just fine. Way out of your
I better make a meal with the DeVante.
See, I be at the beach.
Hey, it's that new regime, baby. Dren Calisas, DeVante. You lie about your guy friends, your age and your weight. How many guys you been with, +8? Your freaky girl tendencies the last time you had sex. That's why I make you take the STD test. Every time you call, I swipe the red button, stop it. Why you on my line causing drama, we ain't rockin'. See, you got your nose done, that's plastic. Lying on the internet, that's plastic. Lie to me about your past, that's plastic. Talk behind your friend's back, that's plastic. Fake hair, fake nails, that's plastic. You say your Gucci bag real, but it's plastic. Your flips your work so much it's like gymnastics. Had the nerve to go and call yourself a bad chick. Everybody still knows that you're plastic. Taking selfies like you're skinny, knowing you a fat bitch. DeVante and Suge, y'all know the type, and that's plastic. DJ Quick and Big Psych, y'all know the type. Fake, I'm not the one though. Plastic, and you wonder why they call you thigh. Fake.
Just fine. See, I be at the beach.
Run it.
Way out of your reach.
Dren Calisas.
See, I be at the beach.
What it is. DeVante.
Way out of your reach.
New regime, baby.
See, I be at the beach.
All day, all night. Hey, like this. Way out of your reach. RP Pop, Nate Dogg, Static. We still rocking and keeping the dream alive. Run that. New regime, baby. We out.